Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Side Hustle Showdown 2025. We are back with another exciting week, another exciting showdown. Tonight, the battle is about to get real. We have Online Games versus Dropshipping. And I know you guys are probably familiar with both of these side hustles, except for Online Games. But that one might be a new one to a lot of people out there. So what we're gonna do, how this is gonna work, is we're gonna dive in. We're gonna talk about both side hustles. What do they mean? Kind of give a description of both, and then we're gonna dive in and we're gonna give you an example of the tools that we use to take a look at these. So different little things. All right, so let's start off with online games. So, what does online games mean? Online games is basically kind of like how it sounds. So, if you're familiar with any of the videos we've done in the past, any of the live streams, or any of the showdowns we've done, so online games is going to be like online surveys. So, online surveys is basically you take surveys online and you can either earn, you can rack up some kind of like point system and or money. So the more points you rack up from online surveys, it's going to be the same with online games. So let's dive in. Tonight we're going to be talking about the website called swagbucks.com. So let's go over to Swagbucks here and we'll get started. All right, so this is Swagbucks right here. And if you're over here, you're in the shorts live and you don't see my screen at the very top, there's a pinned comment and it goes into full screen live. So you're more than welcome to hop over to the full screen so you can see what we're doing. All right, so swagbucks.com. This is a pretty interesting site. I actually mentioned it in a couple of videos I did before about in a really lazy side hustle. And the reason that it's lazy is because you can get paid to either play games on this, to take surveys, to watch videos. This is probably one of those kind of secret hidden gem side hustles that I found that is legit. It's real. They actually pay you out, and if you have time to kill, this is a great source of, racking up, not just time, but also you could theoretically make money with this one. So how does it work? So this is Swagbucks, as you can see. So it separates it into playing games. So you can do games all up here. So all you'd have to do is go down to view all, and it's going to break it down into all the games. So it sorts it by the most popular right here. So you can sort, most popular, whatever the games are that people are downloading them and playing the most, recently added, and you could also sort by A to Z if you already know the games that are on here. And also it could break it down into puzzle, simulation, role playing. So there's a lot of different categories that you could choose to play games. So let's go in. We're gonna have Swagbucks kind of describe how it works for us. So hey everybody, welcome in on the Shorts feed. If you're not seeing my screen and you want to follow along to what I'm doing, sharing my desktop, there's a pinned comment at the very top. It says full screen live. Just click on that and it'll bring you over. All right, so we are going to click on. Let's do discover and actually let's talk about the rewards first. I really want to talk about the rewards. Then we'll get back to the fun stuff like the games and the surveys and everything. So, what are you actually playing for? So, when we talk about online games, they basically use two different ways in order for you to get paid. So, the main one is through gift cards. So, you can redeem your rewards here. So, every survey, every game has a specific number of points that's attached to it. And then you can basically trade it in for gift cards. So you can see here Applebee's, Panera, Bath and Body Works, Amazon, so forth. Or what you can do is, if you don't want any of those, they also have prepaid Mastercards, Walmart, Starbucks, American Express, prepaid card. So the cool thing about this is you're not just playing for fun, almost kind of like a game you would play on your phone. I mean, you're actually getting rewarded to actually sit there and play. So has anybody heard about this before? Anybody out there in any of the chat? Have you guys heard about Swagbucks before? It's actually a pretty cool setup. So their currency, Swagbucks has a currency Basically, you can think of the currency or the points. So swag bucks, SB stands for swag bucks. So the currency is your swag buck points. So it's going to tell you what is the equivalent, how many points you need to rack up in order to actually start making some money. I mean, it really is money, but you can basically exchange it for gift cards. So let's scroll down and let's see what else they have here. So those are some of the featured ones. So you can sort it right here, value by $1 to $5, depending on how much swag bucks you've earned. So you basically cash out between $1 and $5 amount, and if you click that, it's going to tell you what are your options. So Amazon, you can basically cash out even $1 if you have $1 in swag bucks. You can cash out that way, and you can go up to $500. So the equivalent is going to be 110 swag bucks is equal to $1. So that's kind of their ratio, their currency. So you can sort it if you've been playing for a while and you have 100 swag bucks. We can go down here and it's going to tell you the equivalent. So some of these actually they put them on sale, so you actually don't have to earn the full amount. So if you do the math, I hate math, but if you do the math, in order to see how many swag bucks you would need, some of these are on sale. So this Amazon one, you can get up to 12% off. Same with this prepaid MasterCard and with the Walmart card as well. So there's a lot of things on here, a lot of cool gift cards, a lot of places that are all over the place as far as like restaurants and brands online. So let's hop back over. Now that we know kind of what we're going to be playing for, let's hop back over to the main Swagbucks page and take a look. So as we kind of mentioned before, there's two ways really to earn money on Swagbucks. So you can either play games and you can earn, or you can answer surveys. So there's also other offers on here. So you can also shop if you want to shop through your Swagbucks account. There's also like a trending now, so they have different offers that you can sign up for, and you can earn Swagbucks, the equivalent points, depending on what it is that you sign up for. So for example, discover bucks, and then basically use that and trade it in for a gift card. So that's another way that you can earn. A lot of people that I've come across here is mainly playing the games because they really like the games, in order to get paid. So you know what, let me pause for a second here real quick. Okay, we should probably talk about this showdown. What does this showdown mean for those of you that are brand new, um, and you've never been on the channel before? First off, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Thanks for checking me out. This is a Side Hustle Showdown. So what are we doing here? We're taking the top 16 side hustles for the year 2025, and we're basically pitting them against each other in a battle, and we're gonna see who wins, who's basically comes out as the champion, or what is the ultimate side hustle for 2025. So there's a lot of factors that come into play. So the overall ease of use, how much money you can make, how easy it is for beginners, because we're gonna kind of approach this like you're a real beginner. Either you've never heard of these side hustles before at all, or you're just kind of getting started and you're trying to get your feet wet, figure out what side hustle you want to start with. So that's kind of what you're seeing here is like the bracket. So in the week one, we talked about stock photography versus flipping domains. And all these previous live stream videos, the showdowns, are available on the main channel page. It's in a playlist called Side Hustle Showdown. So if you're watching this and you're trying to figure out where the previous videos are, they're on the main page. So stock photography versus flipping domains, that was week one. Week two was affiliate marketing versus investing. That was definitely a good one. Last week we had online surveys versus market sites. Market membership sites. So, and as you can see, as we go through, you can see who won. So just wanted to give you a little recap on what's going on with the showdown so far. So there is still a lot of battle to happen, and we go live every single Thursday. So definitely make sure to check us out if you're not yet subscribed and you want to come along on the showdown and see how it pans out. Definitely consider subscribing for sure. So all right, so let's go back over here to Swagbucks, and let's say for example we want to do, what should we do here? So this is receipts. So this is pretty neat too. So you can actually, if you go to Magic Receipts, you don't even have to pay. You don't have to pay a game. You don't even have to play a game. You can actually just go here and you can scan a receipt. So if you're a member, if you sign up, it's totally free. You can sign up, and if you type in your zip code, they're gonna give you access to 20% more offers. So what that means is 20% more places that you can scan a receipt from the mobile app in order to redeem swag bucks. So it says magically turn your receipts into swag bucks, and then it's going to give you deals and things that you most likely are already purchasing. So here it's going to say you can see items for qualifying stores, which they have over 2,000 stores that you could potentially earn swag bucks for. Okay, so we're just going to go down, and we're not even really talking about the games. This is a part of, we'll get to the games here in a moment, but this is just kind of a part of Swagbucks too. So you can sort by the store. So I don't know if you guys out there are familiar with Fetch Rewards. It's kind of the same thing. So you would download Swagbucks on your phone, and then you would scan a receipt, and you would earn Swagbucks. So basically, for this one right here, you can scan any receipt and you can get one Swagbuck. So basically equivalent. So anything that you purchase, you can start racking up the points in order to redeem for gift cards. So I mean, everything here, eggs, bananas. They give you other things here like Tic Tac, vitamins, sardines, chocolate here. So this is another. This isn't games, but this is all part of Swagbucks. They have kind of like a full ecosystem of the different ways that you can earn points. So I'm gonna pause here for a second and see if anybody has any questions out there on Swagbucks so far. Okay, so let's move along. So they have it broken down up here into answer. So basically, what answer is all of the different surveys. So it says you can get free gift cards for answering surveys and influencing brands. So and you can earn 5 swag bucks in about 5 minutes, 3 minutes. So this is always an option, and you can also sort by this over here. So play shop. So if you click on shop, they're going to give you different options. So if we did, let's just say travel. If we go over to travel, if some of these brands and you're doing these things like automatically anyway, if you're, let's say you use Expedia or you use hotels.com, if you were to sign up for Swagbucks, which is totally free, and link your account, then you purchase through one of these particular brands or online platforms, you can actually earn. It's basically like earning cash back, but also earning Swagbucks at the same time. So it's just another way to earn the Swagbucks credit. So all right, so since we're talking about online games, let's take a look and see what they have here. So let's see. It basically breaks it down. It gives you all the games that you can play right here. I want to see if any of these games, I want to see if there's any way we can do it without having to download the game. But what you would do is, let's do this one, Toon Blast. Okay. All right, so what you would do is right here, this is how you install the game. And so what you're going to do is you can either text to your mobile phone, text a number, or you can have the install link sent to your email. And the reason, or you can scan it with as a QR code. So the reason that you can't just download it straight from the site is because they need to be able to link it to your Swagbucks account. So that's how they know that they're going to give you those Swagbuck, like their set of currency. So all you would do is you would go through and scan this, or you can have it text or email, and then it's going to send you a link to download it. It gives you a little description up here, and then it basically tells you kind of some things to know. You must be installing Toon Blast for the first time to receive Swagbucks. So basically, what that means is you can't be a repeat download, a repeat customer. So if you've already downloaded it, then that won't work. You have to download a different game. So, and then it's just letting you know 24 hours, for your ledger to show complete the goal. Basically, here's the goal progress, and this is how you can actually earn swag bucks. So if you install it, you don't earn anything, but if you complete through level 6, then you get 5 swag bucks over here, and then so on and so forth. You complete level 15, you get 15, and so forth. So this kind of gives you an idea of how many swag bucks you can earn based on your progress in the game. So that's super cool. I mean, you can really decide what game you want to play, um, and you can download it that way. So they have a bunch of different games on here, and it tells you kind of the category. So is it like a jackpot type game? Is it like a puzzle game? Or this one is like puzzle and chaos, which actually looks pretty cool. Um, so yeah, you could download the game like on its own through the App Store, but you wouldn't get the credit. So because it has to prove that you're linking your Swagbucks account to downloading it, and that's really the only way that you're going to be able to get the credit for it. So I mean, if you're on here and you like playing games and this is you're going to play a game anyway, this is definitely a website that you want to check out, a platform that's going to allow you to make money and use it, and you can basically redeem your points for gift cards. So you are in fact making money, and so that is one side hustle right here. So we talked about online games, we talked about the online surveys, and we talked about actually just taking it and snapping a picture of your receipt, which is pretty cool. So okay, so next up, we're going to talk about drop shipping. So if you're not familiar with drop shipping, right down here, drop shipping is basically like buying a product, and so right here, let me so I can give a mouse down. Okay, drop shipping. So it's basically like buying your the thought is you're gonna buy a product for low. So buy like a wholesale product, meaning like you're gonna buy it from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you buy it from. Buy the product at a low price, and then you're gonna drop ship it, meaning you don't hold any of the inventory. Um, you basically set up a store. So through Shopify is really the leader of the e-commerce platforms. So I actually did put a link as we talk about Shopify. If you guys are interested in trying Shopify, there's a trial link if you want to try it. Check it out. It's totally free, so you can do a trial and see what you think if you've never set up a store before. So there's a link in the chat on both the chats. Um, so basically, you set up your store and then you find a product or products, depending on if you want to do more than one or not. And then what you're going to do is once you buy it for low, then you're going to mark up the price and you're going to sell it for a profit. So sell it for higher. And the whole thing about drop shipping is that you don't have any inventory. You don't have, at least when you're starting out, you don't hold any inventory. So you buy the product and you have it shipped right to the customer. So there's a couple of different places that you can do this. Back a couple of years ago, I would say 5 to 7 years ago, there are big websites that were overseas, like AliExpress and Alibaba, that kind of thing. The problem is back then, before Amazon really got ramped up, is that those platforms took forever to ship. It was like 3 to 4 weeks to ship. And so I want to tell you guys a story real quick. Let me see if I can make this full screen. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this story, how I got it started in drop shipping. And drop shipping was actually one of the first things that I did to make money online. Okay, so I started drop shipping in like it was like 2016 or like 2017. And I set up a store with Shopify. And because that, even back then, that was a premier platform to use. So set up a store in Shopify, and my niche was really pet kind of centered, but I was really focused on dog and cat, specifically more dog. So I really wanted to. I was interested in like these really cool light up dog, kind of like a light up dog collar with a, what do you call it, a like an LED light. It was like an LED kind of like jewel or like medallion at the end of the dog collar, and so I bought these. So it was that. So it was the actual like the jewel, like a circle kind of thing that was like an LED light, but also the collar, and then the leash itself. So also a leash. So those are kind of the three things that I started drop shipping. So I would get them from AliExpress, and they were like really cheap. So like I bought them for maybe, I don't know, $2 or $3 per like item. So the collar itself was probably $2 or $3. So I went on to Shopify, and that's how I started marking it up, and I was trying to figure out, there's a lot of tools that you can use that actually like integrate. Like Oberlo is going to integrate pretty well with Shopify in terms of keeping track of inventory, and you would basically just link, wherever your wholesale or wherever you're getting the product from, and it would keep track of like the inventory, like how many you actually sold and that kind of thing. So you just mark it up, a good. I think I bought it for like $2 or $3, and I marked it up like it was like 14.99, or like between like 15 and $20. Because I was thinking these are unique. You don't really see at the time. You didn't really see them in the store, and Amazon wasn't the huge juggernaut it is today. So it that was kind of like the premier place was like AliExpress or like Alibaba to get your wholesale products from, because they're so cheap. But what I found out was I had customers that were in the United States, and I had customers in Canada. It was primarily those two places, and the shipping was really really gnarly. Like, I mean, meaning like sometimes 4+ weeks to wait for shipping, and as you can imagine, customers would get a little kind of tired and frustrated of waiting, and then I would start getting like this flood of like customer service emails, and just asking like, "Hey, where's my product?" And so that was like 2017, 2018. So I did it for about, I don't know, maybe like 6 to 8 months, give or take. But the problem was I was getting burned out because it was these insane shipping times that I don't know. I didn't like it. I knew that I wouldn't want to wait that long for a product to come in, even though it was custom, and you couldn't buy it in the store. And that was kind of the big thing. So, could you buy it in the store? That was really one of the main kind of facets of drop shipping back then. But luckily for us nowadays, you can drop ship from Amazon, you can drop ship from Walmart. So let's go in and let's take a look here. So we're gonna go over to, let's actually talk about, yeah, of course. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Sorry, now we're on this Shopify site. I want to go into resources, and I want to start from the beginning in case anybody is not familiar with Shopify. So we're going to take a look and see how does it actually work. So basically, if you don't know, Shopify is actually, it's an e-commerce platform, and it basically allows you to set up a store. So a store online, you can do this for through a million and one different platforms, but Shopify, in my personal opinion, Shopify is definitely in the top three, if not top two, of e-commerce platforms, just because of the customer support, the widespread of different plugins and different integrations that it has with different other tools. So, I mean, Shopify, when I used it back in 2018, it was rock solid back then, and I would definitely recommend it again. So, what you're doing is you're creating a store. So I don't have the store up anymore. I kind of let the drop shipping business go. It was like 6 to 8 months that I had it running. I probably made probably like a grand or two. So it wasn't like I was making pennies. I mean, it was a good amount. I kept just bumping up the price. But you basically set up a store, and you can integrate all of your products. So they have automated shipping. So basically, if you need to ship it from somewhere, you can. They have all the shipping companies like USPS, UPS, FedEx. All those are integrated. So if you need to actually like buy shipping, they have all that as part of the automated process. So, and the cool thing about it is, with Shopify, you can actually sell anywhere on any platform. So you can integrate in, as you can see, TikTok, Facebook, Amazon, eBay. I mean, it's really a nice complement to a website if you're selling something. on any platform. It doesn't matter where it is, but Shopify just has all the tools for like e-commerce built in. Um, so that's why I think it's really attractive to a lot of people. Um, so there's 8,000 apps now. Holy crap. I didn't think there was that much. I mean, when I started, it was a couple hundred. All right, so let's take a look here. I want to show you. So I don't have a Shopify account active right now, but if you want to do a trial, because I was still partnering with them, there's a link down in the chat if you guys want to check it out, and you can do a trial for free if you're interested in starting it. So let's take a look and see how you would drop ship on Amazon. Since Amazon is like, it's kind of like the new king in town. So basically what you would do is you would go over and we can pick a product. Let's just say something like, I don't know. Let's do, how about a speaker? How about JBL? I can't even spell. JBL speaker. All right, so we're gonna do a JBL speaker. Let's say, for example, we want to drop ship this. So this Bluetooth speaker right here. So basically, we would click on it, and I usually like to sort by ones that have the highest rating. And also, if it says Amazon's Choice, then you know that not only does it have a high rating, but also it's something that Amazon is trying to push. So basically, they have good customer service, and the seller itself has a lot of ratings. So that's how you can be confident that you're not gonna just get taken, that kind of thing. So there's 20,000 reviews or ratings on this. So all you would do is if you wanted to drop ship this. So because remember, we don't want to have like the 3 or 4 week shipping like it was back in 2017, 2018. So all you would do is you would click on, you could do add to cart. I just want to, let's check out the cart. Okay, so all you do is click here, and whoops, sorry, there's a little box right down here that says this is a gift. So you're gonna click on learn, or you don't have to click on learn more, but I just want to show you what you would be doing for drop shipping, because you don't want to actually, like, obviously if you're going to buy it, you don't want to buy it and ship it to yourself. You want to make sure that if you're going to mark it up, if you buy it off of Amazon and you mark it up a little bit, this is how you're going to go about doing it, like through Amazon. So if you mark it as a gift, and what you would do is you would basically mark it as a gift, but type in whoever the seller, the customer is, you would type in their address and it would get sent to them. So it hides the prices on the packing slip, which is good, because if you're doing drop shipping, obviously you're going to mark up the price and you want to make a little bit more. So if you're kind of thinking, well, why would why would they do drop shipping off of Amazon when they can buy it themselves? So there's a couple of reasons or explanations for that. So sometimes people just don't want to do the research. They don't want to dig around, that kind of thing. They just want to have that instant gratification where they just buy it and they're good to go. So that could be one part. Another thing could be, depending on if you're really like hyper focused on a certain niche, meaning like a certain topic, like you drill really down. So let's say, for example, you're in the pet niche, and then you drill down to like, I don't know, maybe a specific breed like Huskies, and then right from Huskies you do something that's very specific just for Huskies that Husky owners know about. That's how you can really kind of niche down and have your target audience be extremely small, but still really cater to them. So the further down you can go, the more specific you can get as far as your niche or your topic goes, in terms of with anything with online business, but with drop shipping, then you can kind of, I say, command a higher price, and not in a sense of having it be something that is like you're not trying to take advantage of people, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're treating it as a business. So if it is something that's custom, if it is something that you can't just go out and buy in the store, people are and they will be willing to pay a little bit more if they know that it's a good quality product and it's custom. So if you can just walk into like anywhere, like any store and just pick it up, then that's not a good candidate for something to be drop shipped. It has to be something that's unique, especially something that solves a problem for somebody, because people are all about trying to solve, excuse me, trying to get the problem solved, whatever that means. It doesn't have to be something serious, but so back to this. So back to basically how they kind of, when you make it a gift, when you designate whatever the product is as a gift, you're basically um, gonna make it so you can let me think, how can I explain it? So you're gonna make it so it's easier for them to see that it was basically like custom, like from a store, like from your online store, and not like you're buying it from an online kind of marketplace. So I totally butchered that. I I totally butchered that explanation, but I'm gonna go back over here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pause for a sec. You guys, anybody have any questions out there? I just want to make sure I'm not losing anybody. So, okay, let's go back over here. So this is basically how you would do it with Amazon. So Amazon drop shipping, you find the product. So once you set up your Shopify store, you can go back and let me see if there's. Let's see. I just want to see if there's a way to how to guides. I'm trying to find an example here of a Shopify store. Okay. All right, I didn't see anything there, but let's take a look at the plans, and we could take a look at the pricing here. Okay, so they break it down to basically 4 plans. So you have a basic plan, which is the most popular for solo entrepreneurs. You have a Shopify plan for small teams, advanced, and they support businesses as they scale, and Plus, which is the highest for complex business. So you can either pay monthly or you can pay yearly. So where I would probably start, especially if you're going to be drop shipping or selling anything online, I would definitely start with basic. So that's for solo entrepreneurs right here. So that's $40 a month is what you're paying, and these are the credit card rates. So this is what is going to be charged too. So 2.9% plus 30 cents for using the credit card. So, but it has all the payment processors, everything built in. I'm pretty sure that they use, I think it's like Shopify. I know they used Stripe a couple years ago, so they might very well use that same platform in order to take a credit card kind of thing. So, all right, so let's hop over to another platform that we can do drop shipping on, and that's going to be Walmart. So Walmart is the same kind of thing with Amazon. So there's a made in one products, and yes, again, you could walk into a Walmart and you could buy whatever you want um, in person, but you got to remember there's going to be customers from all over the world. So maybe there's things that you can get online or locally where you are that you can't get somewhere, maybe in Europe or maybe in Asia, Africa, that kind of thing, in different continents. So let's just search for something. How about like a electric scooter? So we're gonna search for electric scooter. All right. So let's say you want to drop ship an electric scooter. Sounds crazy, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna find one, and let's see. How about this one? This one's got a dog on it. So we're gonna take this one, and this one actually is a bestseller. So they're saying the price here is $329. So how would you drop ship this? So what you would do is when you went to go add your cart, it says free shipping, and then you can go down, you can add it to your cart, and then excuse me, you can say, do you want the protection plan? You don't need that because you're going to be drop shipping this. So let's say the price on Walmart you're going to pay is going to be 329, so $329. So that's not the price that you're going to sell it for on Shopify. So you're going to list the price on Shopify for, you can bump it up maybe like 499, maybe 399, depending on how much profit that you want to try to work in there. So I would say something like this, you may want to put like 495. So you're getting a good amount of profit. So maybe 100, 150 bucks per, we'll just say per scooter, because that's what we're kind of going off of. So so if somebody comes to your Shopify store, what they would do is they would see it and they would say, okay, so here is the scooter is, 500 bucks or 499, but you're buying it on Walmart for $329. So basically you're making a profit. There's $150 that you're making above and beyond. So you're going to pay this out of pocket, but the customer is going to pay you 500 bucks. So does that kind of make sense? I just want to make sure that you guys kind of are understanding how this works. So when you set up your Shopify store, what you would do is you would go in and then you can import, pictures, you can import the description, the title, everything that you want, all of everything that explains the product itself, and then you set the price. So with Shopify, you set the price actually on the back end, so on your dashboard of your store. So that's where you can put. It doesn't matter that it says $329 here. You would put it as like $500 or $499 or whatever it is, and that's how you would actually set the price there. So somebody who's buying it, they're not going to know that you're going to be buying it from Walmart. So they're going to pay $500, and maybe they're in, let's just say they're in Ireland, but they can't get this particular brand of scooter, and they really want it. So all they would pay first. So they would go to your Shopify store, they would pay the 500 bucks, and then once you got that money into your account, then you would go here and you would purchase whatever the product was, and then once again you're going to ship it as a gift, and you're going to get their address and you're going to get all their information on your Shopify store, and that's the only way that you're going to be able to have the customer information. So it's not like you're holding on to it. So I know there's a lot of concern about safety and security and that kind of thing, but Shopify does a great job of keeping everything as private as humanly possible, but still have it be, a typical customer based transaction. So and then you're going to go to right here, continue to checkout. And it's going to, obviously you have to log in, but once you get past this, it's going to show you the total amount for the scooter, and it's going to ask you, where do you want to ship this to? So you get the address for the customer off of Shopify because they type it in when they put their order in on Shopify. So this screen that we're seeing right now for Walmart is not going to be visible, obviously, to the customer. So this is all back-end stuff that you do after you get their payment from Shopify. So that is how the process works for drop shipping, whether it be through Amazon, through Walmart. And you can really do this anywhere that has like an online store or presence. You can drop ship. I mean, it could be Target, it could be a grocery store. It doesn't have to be like electronic scooter, that kind of thing. It could be potentially food. It could be other kinds of like goods. So that's how drop shipping works, to where you make a profit. You have to make sure that you buffer in, okay, is there going to be shipping that you're going to have to pay for yourself, because you're the one that's buying it and you're going to ship it to the customer themselves. So those are all kind of pieces of the puzzle that you have to work out. But in the end, drop shipping can definitely be a very lucrative side hustle for sure, especially with these platforms like Walmart, like Amazon, like these other big name brands that you can ship it as a gift. So it blocks out the cost of the item. It blocks out really doesn't give you any information on who bought it because you're the one that's going to buy it, but you're just going to ship it to the customer. So how does this sound? I hope you guys are enjoying this and getting excited about this one. Drop shipping now in 2025 is a whole heck of a lot different than drop shipping in the late 2010s. So it's definitely one that I would for sure give it a try, and take a look at Shopify if you want to join that and take a look at that trial. So Shopify is super easy once you get in and to kind of navigate around. Um, so I'm going to move over real quick and give a quick plug for the new newsletter that I just created about 4 weeks ago. It's called Maddox Minute. Basically, what it is it talks about how to make money online with a full-time job, and it breaks it down into different email posts or email. It's a newsletter. It breaks it down to different emails, but it also posts on the web itself, and you can read through the entire. I'll show you the first one here. You can read through the entire newsletter post in about a minute or two. It's very quick, very easy to go down and take a look. It's supposed to be quick. I don't like reading, sitting there and reading something, so it's supposed to be a really quick process and just gives you tips and tricks and different things you can do to start learning how to make money online. So it's a basically like a condensed version of like the YouTube channel. So yeah, so basically it has everything broken down, a little intro, then it has what's in the email, so you kind of know what to expect in the email. Then it has a little top story. It has usually a video here that links back, and then it kind of gives you, there's some value here where it breaks down. Here's a couple of side hustle ideas that cost $0 to start. So if you want to take a look at these, there's links for everything in here. And then I also put in a cool find of the week. I like this because it's either like a product or service, something that I really like or that I'm really into or that I've used, and I don't ever talk about anything that I haven't used before. So it's really something that I find that I would like to pass on and share with you guys because I think it would be valuable. So and then at the very bottom, it's basically just sharing the newsletter. So and if you ever wanted to start your own newsletter, you can join Beehive for free. That's what I use for the platform. So I'm going to actually paste this here. I want to paste this link in the chat. So if you guys are interested in taking a look at the newsletter, if you'd like to join, it's totally free. I promise I won't spam you. So if you give your email address, I know that's how coveted that is to give up your personal email address. So it doesn't have to be personal. It could be work, whatever it is. So I'm going to paste this in the chat for, let me just type this in real quick. Newsletter. Okay. I'm going to put this in the chat, and you guys check it out if you want to. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it's still something I'm working on, and we're only 4 weeks in, so it also has this really cool web version. So it turns the emails into basically like a little blog post, which is cool. So this is something that I'm just getting ramped up and just kind of exploring, and it's just another way to kind of complement, people that are busy, people that are, busy parents, busy professionals is really who I'm catering to and targeting with this YouTube channel. People that don't have a lot of time, but they want to start learning how to make money online. So it's really kind of bite-sized pieces and different little things you can implement, when you have free time. Because I know how busy it gets with people's schedules and families and whatnot. So yeah, definitely feel free to go and check it out and type in your email if you want to join us. And it's just it's us, a group of busy parents, busy professionals, people that don't have time to sit there and read through books and do that kind of thing. They just want really quick kind of like blurbs and like tips. That's what this newsletter is all about, is giving you really the nitty gritty, the details, very short, very simple, and yeah, breaking it down. Like I just did this one about the secret to making money online, and it's broken down real simple. A couple of pictures, couple of videos. So yeah, and there's also a spot at the very bottom that you can leave comments or you can interact. So if you want to interact with me, you can leave comments at the very bottom, and that's a great way to kind of like chat with each other. Or on the YouTube videos, obviously you can leave comments and stuff. So, um, but yeah, so that's a link for the newsletter. So, all right, we are getting ready to wrap up this Side Hustle Showdown right here. So you know what that means. We're getting ready to vote, and we have to vote and decide who is going to be crowned the champion for this week. So it's going to be between online games and dropshipping. So what are we thinking here? So in terms of ease of use, beginner friendly, something that you really think that you can actually use one of these, or you can implement some of these tools, to make money. Um, so I'm gonna let everybody think for a second, and we'll come back in a moment, and we can decide which one we're gonna put forward. Okay. So in terms of ease of use, can you actually make money with it? What is you know, the long term value for using it as a side hustle? And in terms of having something that you can start with little to no experience. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do on this list, this 16 side hustles, that do take experience. It do take some kind of experience or some kind of learning or some kind of trial and error. So none of the stuff on this list, besides maybe online games, online surveys, and a couple other ones, can you do really virtually with no experience? But that's kind of like everything, right? In life. I mean, you got to have some kind of experience. You have to learn, and you have to kind of start honing those skills in order to get a grasp on setting a foundation for, having success. So, with that being said, online games or drop shipping? What do you guys think? So, in terms of longevity, the realistic sense of being able to make money with one of these side hustles, you can make money with both. But if you really want to make like more money, the opportunity to make more money and be able to, um, you know, scale it and take it to the next level, I definitely think that there is a clear winner. Um, Drop a comment in the chat if you guys have a preference, one or the other. So, who's gonna win tonight? Is it online games or is it gonna be drop shipping? As far as who's the winner for this Side Hustle Showdown? Okay, I think we know who the winner is. Tonight's winner of the Side Hustle Showdown 2025 between online games and dropshipping is going to be dropshipping. Dropshipping is definitely by way and far more of a legitimate side hustle. You can definitely make a ton of a lot more money. That's not even. You can make a lot more money, and it's definitely the earning potential is a lot higher than it is with online games. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't check out online games. If you're out there, check it out. But definitely dropshipping is a winner tonight. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Side Hustle Showdown. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget, next week on Thursday, we go live every Thursday. So next week, we're going to be talking about print on demand, and we're going to be talking about online courses. They're going to go head to head, and we're going to see who's going to win that battle. So I really appreciate everybody joining and chiming in. So if you like this, don't forget to check out the newsletter. It's free to join. And please consider subscribing to the channel. It definitely helped me out. And share if there's anybody that you know, family, friends, so forth, that might benefit from the channel about how to make money online with a full-time job. Send them over. Send them our way. So, all right, everybody. Until next time, we will see you next week. And be safe out there. Have a good day. Have a good night. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.